What is up, guys? Welcome back to Breakout Trading. Today is Friday, October 23rd, last day of the week, and we made a pretty sweet trade. So let me mute that. Let me just get this back. Alright, so we made a pretty sweet trade just now on MRIN. So this one was not on the gap scanner, but it had a pretty big day here on Wednesday that it was on the gap scanner. And I actually forgot it was in play on Wednesday, so when I entered in today, I was a little worried when my entry came because it was right in front of like a major resistance level that I'll go over. So this thing's basically still going right now. It's still front side. Let me just get rid of all these lines. It'll make this thing a lot. There we go. Okay, so yeah, so this thing is squeezing into the afternoon. Right now it's 11:50 a.m. for me, which is about 2 p.m. market time. And you can see this thing's pretty much going parabolic. Here's that $4 level. That's going to be big. Let's see if we can't even get another trade on this. Maybe. I feel pretty happy, though, with the profit I've made on it. I was risking a little bit too much for comfort. I was risking about $40 because my stop loss was below VWAP, and to only make 20 by risking 40 is not the best risk to reward ratio. But anyways, my thesis for this trade was we had a high of day here, and this high of day acted more of like a range than a set level. So I'll just delete that line. Anyways, so in the morning today, it had a nice little move up, and then pulled back, and then all throughout lunch hour it pretty much did nothing. And then I noticed this when I sat down just before me and my girlfriend were about to go to the mall. I was like, I'm just gonna go to my YouTube channel and upload a video, a thumbnail that just says no trades today. And I sat down, and as soon as I sat down, this thing started pumping out of this this nice pennant here. So I entered in the trade, and now she went to the mall without me and is probably pissed. But who cares, because we made 14 bucks in the account net. Yeah, 14.85 net on this, which is a pretty sick way to end the week. This has been a great week for me. Really happy with this week. I feel like I sized up good. I feel like I have been on my game this week, waiting for those A+ setups, feeling comfortable. Everything's good. Yeah, so basically, this thing traded pretty heavy volume here on Wednesday, and you can see the massive difference in volume on Wednesday compared to today. So obviously I'm not really expecting anything this big until the volume comes back. So as you can see on Wednesday, we made a bit of a high here right at $4, if you can see right here, and then we pumped above it, and we're using it as support all day Wednesday until we cracked it right at the end of the day and sold off. So $4 is going to be absolutely massive if it can get through that, and it's even more clear on a 30-minute chart there. So that's why I sold everything at about 385. I didn't want to. I guess I could have held a small piece to see if we got over 4, and we're at 390 now, and it doesn't really look like it's slowing down. 393, 395. Let's see if it can break 4. It might break 4 here. But anyways, 4 is technically pretty big resistance. Also, we have VWAP there from Wednesday, which is the volume weighted average price, which means the average price that all these shares were traded at on Wednesday is right here at that 417 level. So anybody who was holding this stock from Wednesday, the average that they are holding at is about 417. So there might be a lot of people selling at this level that were bag holding this, and they got lucky and it pumped again a second day. So I wanted to get out before this whole number 4, before the resistance, and before its VWAP. And as you can see, we're actually kind of popping above it right now, which is pretty exciting. And then the next level we have is this $5 level here. Right around there, and wow, look at that move. So we are officially over $4. Damn, this thing looking nice. God damn. I always wish I held a little piece when that happens, but that's one of my issues. I continue to struggle with that issue, is selling too early in winning positions. But in this case, it's fine. We still got a really nice portion of this move, and it's kind of starting to go a little bit parabolic almost too. So yeah, it's kind of going right up into this whole level, and we haven't really tested $4 as support yet. You can see that we just broke above it. This is the first push through $4. Now we'll see what happens if it comes back to test it as support. Wow, crazy move. So basically, when this thing broke out of the triangle, I bought the first little pullback right here, horizontal line. So it broke past the high of day right around here, right? We broke over that, and I bought this first pullback here. It's kind of hard to see, but you guys can probably see. I bought that first pullback, that only 10 shares, so I don't really know why I went so light. I guess that was just a starter position. And this thing actually made a move all the way from my entry at 337 up to 373, but I didn't take any profit because I was only up like $2 because I only had 10 shares. And then I added another 30 shares here on this pullback at 345. Held through this dip here, and this is where I was a little nervous. I was down like 10 bucks. I had a stop loss below VWAP around here at 303. Luckily, this thing found some support on this high here, this candlestick high, or wick high, and started to curl back up, regained the trade line, and then I added, right when I saw the volume start to pick up again, right in this area, you can see we had a decline in volume, base out, and then starting to pick up, and we flipped the trade lane on the 3-minute to support again. So then I went ahead and added another 40 shares. So I was long 80 shares with an average price of 345. Stop loss down here below VWAP. So that was risking about $40, and this is such an issue because right now I should technically still be in the trade based on a 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio. The only thing that really made me really want to sell is this big $4 area, which we are now popping right through. So classic mistake on my behalf. I always sell my winners too early. Yeah, but anyways, this was the high, the official high of day when I was in here, 80 shares at 345, and I ended up selling 30 shares at 362, locking in some profits as we approach this high of day. It didn't look as strong as it does now when we were approaching here. It was a little bit more weak and wobbly. You can see all these candles are a little like unsure, and then we have this big candle here that I took most of my profits on, one pullback and then a nice push again. I could have entered again on this pullback, but like I said, we hadn't broken that $4 area, and you can see we're testing that right now, and I'm still a little bit unsure if we're gonna what it's gonna do up here, just because of all the people who might be holding from up there. So basically, yeah, we are in here, and we sold 30 shares at 362, 25 shares right here at 369. So I was only holding 25 shares left, and I just went ahead and sold those. Almost top ticked this candle there. Highs 385. I sold them at 384, and then it pulled back pretty hard, but I was all out. So pretty happy with this trade. Obviously, now that it's absolutely ripping through $4, I feel like I could have definitely left a smaller piece on and rode that up. But, you know, at least I'm consistent with my issue of just selling too early. Yeah, that really sucks. If I held this whole position up here, I would have been like a $100 winner. You know, but you can't trade like that. Your job is not to buy the absolute bottom here at 319 and sell the absolute top wherever this thing tops out. That is not your job. Your job is to identify a trend, identify an opportunity such as this, and capitalize on a portion of it while maintaining a good risk to reward ratio, good risk management. So that's exactly what I did here. I had a set stop loss below VWAP. Classic spot for this thing to bounce would be off VWAP. We ended up curling up, and I scaled out once again a little too quickly. This thing's really starting to pick up now, but I had a reason to scale out. You know, it's not like this thing was clear skies ahead and I just sold it all. There's big resistance here at $4 that we poked through, and until we poke through it like we just did, it is resistance. So you don't want to be holding much into that. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I'm not gonna re-enter this. I would say that it's still front side and you could do like a washout long, but it's Friday. I don't want to give back these gains. I've had a great week, and I know now that if this thing rolled right over when I sold this high here at 385, I'd be totally happy. The only reason I'm feeling FOMO is because it's pumping up so much into the mid $4 area. Massive volume. It looks good. It looks really good, but I'm just not going to trade it again because greed will take away your gains if you are not happy with what you have. So anyways, guys, that's it. Up here on the day, 1485. I'm going to end the video here. This thing's still ripping, so if you see this up here at $5, make sure to take your profit. That's where I would say the next target would be is $5. This thing's looking really good, but I'm not going to talk myself into it. I'm just going to end the Friday on a good note, the week on a good note, and see you guys Monday. So, adios.